This is Rise and Dissolve. Things will rise and then things will dissolve away. That's just the way it is. One of the biggest challenges that we face in our attempt to stay on track, focused, and consistent with our goals and priorities are the myriad of things that we interface with every day that for whatever reason, and we're all different, for whatever reason, trigger unhealthy feelings inside of us. If we remain unconscious, unaware of this process and allow that knee-jerk stress response system to do its thing, what happens is those feelings, right? So this is what it's about. It's about recognizing and embracing those feelings. First, what they do is they recruit your thoughts. And when you put thoughts to feelings, your thoughts have the ability to reshape those feelings into what we call emotions. And then those emotions trigger an ineffective, insufficient, unsupportive, ineffective response. And then kapow, that's what happens. So now we get distracted and we begin the process of reconciliation. We got to go back and we got to catch back up. That's what's interesting about getting off track. Nobody's going to want to stay off track, right? So we begin the process of reconciliation and we attempt to get back on track. As a matter of fact, here's an interesting insight. This may ruffle some feathers, but the personal growth industry actually depends on you to do this. It's kind of like the medical industry needs people to be sick, right? The personal growth industry needs you to get off track, right? Because then you're going to read and learn and all of this stuff. You might even be watching this, this show for that reason or listening to the podcast. You're going to do that because you need help getting back and staying on track. So what happens when you get off track is it develops an oscillating pattern, the likes of you attempting to get into town from your house in a rocking chair. Ineffective, right? So that's that ineffective response. And that's because you got off track, because you let your feelings get too much thought and then turn into emotions, right? So what if we looked at these things, these feelings, because that's where you can head it off at the pass, at the feelings. What if we looked at these feelings like a wave? We see them unavoidably coming because we know our triggers and things like that. Maybe it's like, I don't know, somebody walks in the room. We won't mention who somebody is, but you know who I'm talking about. Somebody walks in the room, but we see them like a wave unavoidably coming. And we embrace that we don't control the oncoming wave. Think about that visual. You don't control the oncoming wave. It's coming. We sense its approach. This is our feelings we're talking about. We feel it build in power, and it has a tendency to do that, but then pass us by, and like waves do, and like emotions do, rise and dissolve, right? They crash, and then they dissolve into the shore. And when they dissolve into the shore, which is what they do, they basically dissolve into the nothingness that they always were, right? So today, embrace these happenings and embrace your program feelings that get triggered. Let them do what they do, pass you by, and then dissipate into that nothingness that they were all along. Make sense? Well, I'll see you tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. And I love and appreciate you. And I just wish you the most wonderful, wonderful day. Embrace this day as if it was your last, because it might be. So squeeze it like an orange and get everything that you can out of this day. Do the scary things. Do the high leverage activities. Spend time with the people that deserve your time. Tell people that you haven't told you love today. Be somebody's day maker today. Change somebody else's life. Love and appreciate you. Have an amazing day.